Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show. If you have a minute, I have an opinion. On my way to a quick weekend in upstate New York, I stopped by an authentic Shanghainese restaurant in Albany, New York. If you are looking for Chinese food in upstate New York, you usually find only Chinese American takeout restaurants. Luckily, I found Who's House, which is in the New York state capital of Albany. How does Who's House stack up against Shanghainese restaurants in New York City? In this video, I will show you what they serve, and you'll be the judge. You don't want to miss it. Arthur from the Minc Review Show. Today I'm in Albany, New York, and we're here on a Sunday afternoon, and we're at Who's House Shanghai restaurant. This is one of the most authentic restaurants in the Albany area. We've been here before, and today we're going to try a variety of dishes, and I'm sure it's going to be very interesting. Before I start looking at the menu, I want to let everyone know that the menu is actually 22 pages long, so I'm going to try to go as fast as possible. Look at the menu. It's a really big menu, and here's page 1. We start off with the juice and the soda, the drinks, and then we move on to the chef specials. So you can see there's Beggar's Chicken, Shanghai cooked rice, and then we move on to the dim sum, which is the Shanghai dim sum. Crab pork and juicy buns, steamed pork, juicy buns, leek dumplings, and spicy wontons, all types of stuff here. Next we have some more dim sum, steamed shrimp dumplings, and some cold appetizers, which are very common in Shanghainese cuisine. We even have Drunken Chicken. Here's some more cold appetizers. And as you can see, this is a picture menu, which is probably why it's 22 pages long. So here's some more. Like seafood casserole, some soups, and here's some more items. Here are the chicken items. And here's some more. A lot of these are under $20. Here's some poultry. Here's beef and lamb. They even have garlic beef and spicy soup. Here's some more beef and lamb dishes. Some Chinese American dishes, beef with sesame sauce, and shredded beef. We have some more beef dishes. Here's the seafood section. Here's some conch with scallion, little Cantonese, golden soft shell crab. I think that's pretty Cantonese. Salt and pepper shrimp, honey walnut shrimp, which is Cantonese. So there seems to be a combination of both Shanghainese and Cantonese. Hot dog and hot wok with frog. Interesting. And then here's some squid with pepper, shrimp Shanghai style. And we'll just go on, take a look at more of these seafood dishes. Here's some fish dishes, some more fish dishes, and a fish sea bass with chili sauce. Some more fish dishes. It just doesn't end. Here's pork dishes. And this is the famous Dumpling pork, $26, a little more expensive. Here's some more pork dishes, and pork shoulder. This is a specialty, Shanghai meatballs, another Shanghai specialty. Vegetables, and these are more Shanghainese specials. Here's a Shanghainese bok choy, pretty famous, and we have some noodle and rice dishes. Some more noodle and rice dishes. Next we have the noodles and rice section. Some Shanghai fried rice, some rice ball soup, some desserts, and finally we have some more desserts at the very end. The thing that I noticed about this menu is that, as with all Shanghainese restaurant menus, here's a balance between Cantonese and Shanghainese food. I would say that in this menu. It's probably an 80% to 20% split between Shanghainese food and Cantonese food. If you come here, if you don't want the Shanghainese type food, there's a section there for Cantonese food lovers, which is called the Drunken Chicken, and it's a very common Shanghainese cold dish. And there's some alcohol in here, and they give a pretty good portion. This is a appetizer portion. I believe it's around $11. Okay, the next dish I'm trying is the Drunken Chicken. It comes with the skin, and it also comes with the chicken. As you can see, the color of the meat has been darkened a bit with the marination. So let's try this. I definitely taste the white rice wine in this dish. It's nice and chewy, the meat, but the wine is actually pretty strong in this. It's not bad. It's penetrated all the way to the bone. I'm going to try the skin. What's really surprising is that the skin also has the alcoholic flavor. It's not bad. I like this. This is the kind of chicken that you can eat without having any rice to go along with it. It's great as an appetizer, and the appetizer portion is only $11, so it's a pretty good deal. Upon closer examination of the chicken, you can see that the marination has gone straight through. The chicken meat has been marinated to a darker color. This is the leg portion, so take a good look. The longer I eat this Drunken Chicken, I feel that the marination has gone on a tad bit too long. There's a slight saltiness and a slight bitter flavor, but I mean, it's totally edible. It's good, but it's on the stronger side for Drunken Chicken. I ordered another appetizer. This is called the vegetarian duck. And as you can see, there's tofu skin, and there's also some mushrooms. The mushrooms are substituted in for the duck. So this is another cold dish and a very common Shanghainese appetizer. The next dish I'm trying is the vegetarian duck. Now, this vegetarian duck is wrapped in a tofu skin, and it contains bits of shiitake mushroom in a marinated sauce. Not sure what the sauce is like, but I'll try the duck part. Now, the sauce is a bit sweet. It also contains some bamboo shoots for some texture. And let's try everything in one bite. This is wonderful. What makes this really tasty is that this dish has a very pleasant sweetness. The sauce is nice and thick, not super thick, but it's good. But to me, the overall note of this dish is sweetness, and I like it. It's called Aunt Song's fish soup. It looks kind of dark, like a hot and sour soup. There appears to be some vegetables and other types of items in the soup. I see maybe some bamboo shoots, and I see maybe some tofu. And when I drink it, I can tell you exactly what's in there. In the menu, Aunt Song's fish soup is shredded fish, ham, bamboo shoots, mushrooms, parsley in hot sour soup. And it's only $16. Okay, we're going to try Aunt Song's fish soup, and it's a very thick soup. I love this. It's pretty good texture. It's very silky. I'm tasting sour elements, just like a hot sour soup, hot and sour soup. There's mushrooms. I see some shiitake mushrooms in here. Since it's a fish soup, there's also slivers of fish in the soup, as you can see. There's actually no tofu in here. I'm surprised. It's a very thick soup, and there's lots of solid parts in here, like lots of stuff to eat in there. Not bad. In fact, some of the bits in here have been disintegrated, and it looks like a egg drop soup. But it's actually pretty good. I like the crunchiness of the bamboo shoots. And one big bowl of soup can feed 4 to 5 people. I'm drinking the soup. I'm discovering that there's a slight spice in the soup. You can taste a little heat. Next item we ordered is the pork soup dumplings. Now, soup dumplings come from Shanghai, so this should be good because this is a Shanghai restaurant. Now, I'm taking a quick look at this, and this looks like a 2-inch soup dumpling. It's really nice. Now, when I lift this up, it's not very baggy, and you know, that's not my preference, but who knows, maybe there's plenty of soup in here. I'm going to try this very soon and let you know what to expect. Okay, we ordered the soup dumplings, the pork soup dumplings. Now, pork soup dumplings is indeed a Shanghai dish, and I'm going to give this a try. I had to reach over for my spoon, I forgot. So I'm putting the dumpling into my spoon, taking a bite and trying some of that soup. Now let's drink that soup. The soup is actually it's a combination of sweet and a little salty. It has a porky broth. Scale 1 to 10, I would say the porky broth is about 7 in terms of pork flavor. The skin, although thick, is surprisingly supple on the chew, so it's acceptable in my book. I usually don't like thick skins, but this is acceptable. The pork meatball is kind of crumbly, which is a different way. Sometimes the meatball is solid, but this one isn't. In fact, it tastes a little pasty, but actually it's okay. Not pasty in a bad way, but the flavor is there. It's a good size. You get 6 per order. It's not so bad. It's actually pretty good. This dish is called the spicy minced pork noodle. Now, this is almost like a jjajangmyeon, which is basically a bolognese but with pork over white noodles, over rice noodles. This looks pretty good. It's in a pretty good portion, and it's under $20. It smells very aromatic. I do see some onions in here, so we'll dive into this and I'll let you know what it's like. I want everyone to take a look at these noodles after they've been mixed. And after they've been mixed, it looks like a regular lo mein. The next dish I'm trying is the minced pork noodles. Now, before we mix this up, noodles were the white noodles. And as you can see, the minced pork is actually chopped up into little cubes. Oh, that's actually a mushroom. That's interesting. Okay, so let's try the noodles and the sauce. It's like a pork bolognese. Fresh noodles, very chewy. The sauce is slightly spicy. A tasting note on this is that it's a little sweet, and there's soy sauce in the making of the noodle sauce. So sweet and salty, with a hint of spice. What I like most about this dish are these tiny little mushrooms, because these little mushrooms are sweet and just add so much to this dish. And I can tell that these noodles are fresh because they're nice and bouncy and chewy, just the way that they should be. The dish that we ordered is the Shanghainese, or the fried pork buns, and this one has a white sesame seed. Some of the other places that I've gone to have black sesame seed, but this looks pretty good. It has a nice shine to the outside that shows that it's been steamed and fried, but with the steam. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this one over, and wow, take a look at the bottom. We do have a nice crispy bottom. The next item I'm trying is the Shanghainese, or the fried pork bun. That is what it looks like. It looks really nice and delicious. Let's try this. Ooh, it's very hot. In my first bite, the bun is nice and chewy. Very hot. I can compare the outside crust of a pan-fried pork bun to a bagel. I love bagels that are chewy in the middle and crunchy on the outside. And this is almost bagel-like in that sense. It's very nice. You also taste some of that sesame flavor, that nutty flavor. There's not a ton of juice in there, but there is juice in there. I'm taking the meatball out. The pork inside seasoned super well. A little more salt than the soup dumplings. It has a slight sweetness that I like. And I did taste a bite of ginger in the meatball. This is a complete Shanghainese, a complete fried pork bun. Delicious. It's a rice cake with pork and capsella. Now, this is super interesting because I'm looking at the rice cakes and it's literally glistening. You see this? From every angle it's glistening. And there's vegetables here. This is called capsella, and there's pork, little bits of pork here. Now, I'm expecting this to perhaps be sour because maybe the capsella is preserved, but we're gonna find out, and I'll tell you very soon what it tastes like. The next dish I'm trying is the pork rice cakes, and it has these vegetables. Let's see how it is. Wow. Rice cakes were glistening. Very good. The vegetables have a little bit of grassiness to it, but that's what this vegetable is supposed to taste like. There's that grassy flavor. Next, we have some pork. Pork is velveted. And it's delicious. There's actually some fattiness in that pork. Not bad. Let's try the rice cake again. This is really good. I love the entire combination. There's the right amount of saltiness. The grassiness of the vegetable makes this dish unique. Most of these rice cake dishes are usually flavored with maybe oyster sauce, some soy sauce, but there's none of that here. It's just salt and this grassy vegetable flavor. So nice. Wow, look at this dish. The presentation is so nice. This is spicy wonton, and from what I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 10 wontons with a spicy sauce. Now the sauce looks like an oil sauce of some sort. It's actually not very oily. It's more saucy than oily. And these wontons look pretty good. It's topped with some cucumbers. We'll give that a try soon. The next dish that I ordered is the spicy wonton, and this is what it looks like. It's about 1 1/4 inches long, and it comes with this cucumber. So let's try the cucumber first. Nice and fresh and crunchy. It has a hint of peanut sauce to it. I taste some of the peanut flavor. I'm looking at this spicy wonton. It looks like there's a combination of peanut sauce and some chili oil. So let's see what this tastes like. Okay. The spicy wonton definitely has a peanut butter sauce to it. The chili sauce is not prominent at all. In fact, I would say that the top tasting note of this spicy wonton is peanut butter, not the chili oil. Take a further look at this wonton. Now, I've noticed that the wonton skin should have a little more snap to it. And when I ate this, this doesn't seem to be salted that well. So I'm gonna break this open and see what's actually in the filling. So as I break it open, it appears that the filling looks like it might have some wood air, fungus in it, some pork, and some other type of vegetable. But you know, it's pretty solid. It's not loose, but you know, the flavor is super mild on this one. In a way, I feel that this could have been a little more salty and a little more spicy. We ordered is the curry chicken. This is not traditionally Shanghainese, but we just ordered it because One of my companions wanted curry chicken. It comes with the bell peppers and the onions and also the curry sauce. And this appears to be white meat. Now I'm going to try the curry chicken. Now, the curry chicken looks like this. It comes in large white meat slices. This is what it looks like. It comes with the bell pepper, the green and the red bell pepper, and it also comes with the onions. Let's try the vegetables first. Oh, this isn't bad. It's basically a curry stir-fry sauce. And what's nice about it is that it's not a curry gravy, because I think that this is more of a curry powder stir-fried into the stir-fry, which is the way that I like it. I don't really like it as gravy. Let's try this piece. Now, I can say that this chicken is velveted. It's nice and tender. It's white meat, so I think the white meat definitely needs velveting for good texture. And the sauce, once again, is the curry powder sauce, and it goes very well. Good amount of salt, not too salty, and this is just fine. Okay, the meal is over, and we had a lot of good food today. We're having Shanghai food in Albany, and since we're so far away from New York City, it's always great to find authentic Chinese food when you're so far away from the city. We ordered a total of 9 dishes, and I have to say the most favorite dish that I had today was the Shanghainese, the fried pork buns. Why? Because the texture was there, the flavor was there, the size was there. Basically, I couldn't find any fault with that. Well, actually, maybe one fault. There wasn't enough juice, but still, it's minor when you look at all the other 3 factors that I just told you about. Now, the other dish that I really enjoyed was the fried rice cakes. The fried rice cakes had this nice grassy tasting vegetable. I can't remember the name of that vegetable, but it's provided something totally different to the experience. It had this nice little sheen to it. It wasn't flavored with soy sauce, it was just salt and other seasonings. Excellent. The other dish that I liked was the minced pork over the white noodles. That dish was almost like a Chinese bolognese sauce, but with pork, and that was absolutely delicious. Maybe because I liked the fact that the sauce had a little sugar to it, and it was nice and sweet, along with the savoriness of the soy sauce. Now, when I consider all the other dishes were also done very well. I mean, there were a few shortcomings, but not that many. I have to say that if you're in the Albany area and you're looking for Shanghainese food, this is a place to come. And also, I didn't try any of the Cantonese food, but judging from the pictures on the menu, I would say that it probably will be good. If you're ever up in Albany, give this place a try. This is actually my 2nd visit, but my first review of Whose House Shanghai Restaurant. I want to thank everyone for watching the Minute Review Show, and the channel is growing. I'm very happy with all the comments that I've been getting. We're going to be doing this for months and months and months to come, and I want you to join me. If you can, do me a huge favor, tell your friends about my channel, and I'll take them around New York City and around the New York area, and you'll find all the great places that you can go to have your meals. Thank you. Final bill before tip is $124.20.